The auction tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is still a auction condition, so we are taking a 10% deposit, but it does come in a form of $20,000 this evening that you can transfer directly, and then the balance of that 10% can happen on Monday from here. So again, a $20,000 deposit is the minimum this evening, with the balance of that 10% to come through on Monday, with settlement terms fairly flexible. 30, 60 or 90 or 120 days is the settlement terms. And again, if you've made any prior arrangements with our staff members in regards to your deposits and settlements, etc., then we will obviously honor those requests as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the rules for this evening's auction are fairly simple. They are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of this evening's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions from bidders and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids, and the words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward with the rules and the terms of the contract. And obviously, if you've got any other questions, then I think there's a couple of phone numbers that are popping up on the screen from both Abby in regards to any technical issues, or Claire, who's been the co-listing agent on the property as well. They're here to help you with those questions before we get underway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the home itself that I need to talk to you about, number one, it's in a prime location inside the Mount Waverley Secondary College zone as well, just near Forster Road. So in and out access for the freeway to head outbound or inbound is excellent from where the property is located. Only a few minutes up the road and you're in Mount Waverley Village, cafes, shops and restaurants as well. Obviously, hopefully we'll get to enjoy them a little bit better as we start to ease out of the lockdown situation from where we are now. A few minutes down the road and you're in Glen Waverley, and again, shops, restaurants, cafes, all there for you at some point shortly in the short term. And then a 15-minute drive beyond that towards the city, and you're pretty much in the city. Chadstone along the way if you dare go there with your credit card, but amenities-wise, fantastic location because you have Mount Waverley, Chadstone, Oakley. You've got Glen Waverley, and as I said before, a short distance in down Forster Road and onto the freeway, you're in the city. So location couldn't be better in the southeast and east of Melbourne. What a spot and location. The home now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 bedrooms there, which is ideal. 2 larger ones, one slightly smaller that you can use as a child's bedroom study, but it can act as a bedroom as well. Multiple living zones. So you've got that large living area with a dining area attached to it too, with a magnificent outlook, and it'll probably pop up on the screen in a moment or so, but that beautiful outlook to the gardens that are all north facing. They've been kept and meticulously kept and maintained by the owners as well for such a long time, and something that the next person will get to enjoy, that lovely outlook from that north face glass window. There we are there. That's the photo that I was hoping would revolve on the screen as reference. Beautiful carpets, updated, painting's been updated as well. The flooring's been updated in the kitchen meals area. The kitchen is huge. It's a large kitchen. And if you wish to renovate it at some stage or update it, bench tops, painting cabinetry or changing cabinetry and door handles is probably what you're looking at there. Not a lot when you've got the size and kitchen that you've got. You won't need to remodel that at all. The bathroom size is well equipped as well. A large bathroom, separate toilet and laundry as well. Great access outside, beautiful paved brick courtyard and spaces under cover. There it is on cue. And that's great to entertain, particularly on most days and evenings as you get that beautiful sun that filters straight through from the north and then into the west in the later evening as well. Ducted heating, split system for cooling, everything that you could want. A great platform for you to move in or downsize to or invest in, depending on what you're looking to do this evening or into the future for such a home. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, location A1, the condition is perfect. The single lock-up garage, the gated access there to park a second car. I couldn't give you a better opportunity in Mount Waverley this evening for a villa style unit in this location. But bidders and buyers, it's going to be up to you. As you can be well aware, the market continues to roar on despite COVID and despite lockdowns. The Melbourne market's probably one of the most resilient and strongest markets in the world, along with Sydney. So my advice is to bid and bid strong tonight. Bid to the best of your ability, because what inevitably will continue to happen for most of us is we'll participate, we'll bid, we might hold back a little bit, and then we'll miss out, and then we're back again weeks and months later, again trying to pursue that next property and end up paying a lot more than what it may be this evening. So my advice is to bid and to bid strong. And how to bid, it brings me to my next point, the chat box on the right-hand side if you're on a PC, or down the bottom if you're on an Apple device. That's where you need to go to bid. The messages have been popping up there on how to bid using your paddle number. If you've registered there, you'll have a paddle number. It's just hashtag your paddle number followed by the full amount upon which you are bidding. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how to bid. Now you can unmute your microphone and voice your bid if you wish, but it is and can be difficult sometimes to catch those bids. So it is a lot easier to catch the timing of your bid in that message chat box. But again, if you have any difficulty with that, some of our staff members, they're on the phone and here to help you and can help you bid and bid on your behalf if needed as well. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to wrap up my part and open up for the call in just a moment, but I want to let you know that I have one final rule, and that is how I sell the property here this evening. I'm going to call it 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. Now, I cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place, so I stress that you have been quick on your keyboard to make sure that you've typed in your bid, because once that happens and it falls, then it is sold and no bid afterwards in that chat box will be taken. So make sure that you are ready on your keyboards and make sure that you're ready with your hashtag paddle numbers and your bidding amounts as we start to get underway for this fantastic home and opportunity 2 at 4 Russell Crescent, Mount Waverley. Bidders and buyers, ladies and gentlemen, in your hands now for a fair and reasonable start. You start me where you like in the chat box. There we go. Eric's already underway and helping us with paddle number 7 at 780,000 is the bid. And paddle number 13 straight back at 800,000. The screen will update shortly. There it is. It'll get to 800 and now 830 on a follow-up bid from paddle 2. A fast start there. 840 back at you. Paddle number 7. The numbers will catch up in a moment. 840,000 is the current bid. There we are. Paddle number 7. A good fast start from our bidders who know real estate, trying to buy and be aggressive. That's the way to buy real estate in Melbourne and Mount Waverley. And that's a good fast start now at 840. Paddle number 7 is in front. Take a rise of 20,000, probably a good strong rise from there would be the nice way. But 10,000 I'm comfortable with as well. 850 is what I can take from here. Against you, paddle 2 and paddle 13 now, as paddle number 7 is already there at 840,000. Can we see 850 or better from there? 840 is the current bid. Paddle 7 holds the bid now, 850. Can I see anywhere at all? Against you, paddle 2 and paddle 13 now. Against you for your bid. 840 is the highest bid. And our highest bidder, if we get to pass the property in, then ladies and gentlemen, they will be the person that we negotiate with first. So it is paramount that you are the highest bidder no matter what, and you pole position the property for yourself so that you can get the best chance to buy it, whether we pass in a negotiation or under the hammer here this evening. But at 840,000, we are off and running now. Paddle 7 holds that bid at 840 and looking for a rise of $10,000 from there to take us to 850. At 840,000 now, 850, can I say from there? 860, paddle 22 now, back in front there, a good $20,000 rise, 870, paddle 7, there you go. I've got to let you know already that, yes, we are on the market and selling. If the question was on your mind before you voiced it, on the market and selling, the numbers turn green to let us know.
On the market.
There you go. Nicholas likes to yell it out as well. The cameo appearance, thanks, Richards. 880 is the bid now. I see your bid, paddle 7. Back at you at 890 now. 13 had the bid at 880. Now we're at 890 on paddle number 7. Fast back in now. As I said before, on the market, selling, playing for keeps. The keys belong to paddle number 7 at the moment on 890,000 with their bid. At 890,000's the bid. Paddle 7's in front and making sure they've got pole position in here to buy the property. The good news is the keys belong to you at this stage, and any further bid or rise puts you in front, bidders and buyers. You need to know now we're already at the pointy end as fast as it was. Everyone must be ready for dinner. wanting to wrap it up quicker, but 890 paddle 7 holds the bid and holds the property at this stage. The keys belong to you, paddle number 7. Good luck to all bidders and buyers, including yourself, holding that position now at 890. Looking for a rise of 10, call it 9. It certainly is, Jacinta. It's on the market. Nick screamed it out. He'll do it again, I promise. But the screen is green. The figures are green. It is on the market. It is selling from this point forward, that's for sure. At 890,000 is the bid. 900, thank you, paddle 42, back in now at 900. 10,000 seem to be the way to go to separate our parties here. 905, yes, we'll take the bid at 905. My suggestion is to go stronger on the next bid, though. And those that are bidding, have your next bid ready. There we are, 910, paddle 13, back in now. At 910,000, I'll take you 1,000 as we're on the market. My suggestion, though, paddle 7, is you're going to need to bid stronger to be able to secure. 920, that's how to bid. 920 on the roundup bid, 921 the follow-up bid from there. 920 was the first bid, now 921, paddle 7 back in front. 930 on a roundup bid. At 930,000's the bid now. Do we see the one further? Yes, I thought it would come. There it is, 931. Good strong bidding now just between the two parties at this stage. Good place to be, 940, the next bid there. Paddle 868's got it now at 940,000. At 940,000 now, paddle 7, do we see that 1,000 come back on top at 941? What do we say? At 940 is the bid. At 940,000 is the bid. It's just the two of you in it at this stage. That's the way you want to be at the moment. Doesn't seem to be anyone else jumping in. 950, paddle 22, just as I speak. Claire comes over the top with paddle 22, 950. At 950,000 is the current bid. At 950,000, a good, strong, competitive auction from those that know real estate and want to secure this property before the market continues to rise. At 951's the bid. Now paddle 868, sorry, I see you bid at 951. 951, you're in front at this stage. A good roundup bid still the way to go. Bidders and buyers, paddle 22 against you. Do we see 960? What do we say? 955, 13's coming over the top now. At 955's the bid. At 955,000's the bid. At 955's the bid against multiple paddles there as well, and buyers at home. 955,000's the bid. We are selling if there's no better bid. Paddle 22, see your bid now at 960 back in front. At 960's the bid. At 960, paddle 22's in front now. 960 the bid. Do we see a 1? Do we see a 5 and rise? Looking at paddle 13 or others, paddle 2, 965. Thank you for your bid over the top there. At 965,000, I see your bid there. Paddle number 2 in front. At 965,000's the bid. At 965's the bid against all other parties. 967.5 we'll take. A 2.5 rise there. 967.5's the bid. Paddle 3 has us in front now at 967.5's the bid. 969 for the roundup there. Thank you, paddle number 2. Back at you there. 969's the bid. At 969,000's the bid now. Where do we go from here? 970 on a roundup bid. The $1,000 rise we'll take, of course, at 970's the bid now at 970. It appears just the two of you going back and forth now. I'm not sure if all our others are still in or out. Paddle number 22 is back in with 2,000 over the top at 972,000. I see your bid there. At 972's the bid. Against you, paddle 3 and paddle 2 as well. Looks like just the 2, and now 34 comes over the top at 975's the bid. At 975,000's the bid now. My suggestion to all bidders online now, this is probably the moment you're going to need to throw your best at it. Throw your strongest bid forward if you're going to secure the property against your competitors here this evening. At 975's the current bid now. 975 in front. Paddle 34, you have the property. If there's no better bid, I'll be clear as I start the countdown. And that third and final call, if the hammer goes down, it is sold. At $975,000. 978. See your $2,000 rise over the top there now at 978's the bid. Paddle 22 in front at 978,000 now. At 978,000, paddle 34. What's your response there now? It's just a couple of thousand above your last bid. Do we round it up to 980, or do you go for that big strong knockout bid and perhaps it's 990 at this point in time? At 978's the bid. Paddle 22's in front. If I call 3 times and the hammer goes down, we sell away to paddle number 22. Make sure, bidders and buyers, that you have got your bid in type it in, get ready. Paddle number 22, just in case there's a bid that comes over the top, my advice, be ready with your next bid. Make sure that you're ready so that all you have to do is hit enter and show people that you want to buy the property here today and secure it for yourself. 978's the bid against all other bidders and buyers now. Awaiting any further instructions. Paddle 34, are we in or out? Paddle number 3, paddle number 2, are we in or out? Let us know if you're in or out in the chat box. Say done, your paddle number and done to let us know that you are finished if that is the case. Paddle 2 swings back in with the $1,000 rise. Abby, just letting you know now, we don't want anyone to miss out. Make sure if you're done, place your message there. Thank you very much for letting us know. Paddle 2 still in front now at $979,000. 980, thank you, paddle 22 back in front. Strong bid's the way to go from here, bidders and buyers. 980's the bid, paddle 22 has it. Do we see a 985 or 990? 985, that's the way to bid and buy. Paddle 868, taking our advice, showing you want it. There's a strong bid there at 985. In front now, paddle 22, your retort from here. Where do you go? 985, do we go straight up to 990 or a cool $1 million? 986, I'll take the $1,000. Paddle 868 back against you. 990, that's how to do it. At 990,000's the bid. Again, paddle 22 against you. 991, paddle 34 comes over the top. 86 and 22 against you both. 995's the bid. I take it that's paddle 868, and they'll confirm in just a moment, but 995's the bid. Thank you very much. 868 it is at 995. At $995,000 is the bid. Do we see ourselves at $1 million? At $995,000, or do I sell away? Bidders and buyers, if you've been bidding in the chat box, let us know if you are done and finished from here, just so I know before I start that countdown to sell that we've given you opportunity. Thank you, paddle 13, and thank you for your bidding. Claire and our staff will work their best to find you an adequate property. 995 is the bid. And if there's no further bids, buyers, then I'm going to start the count and we look towards selling here and now. Paddle 868 in front. All other buyers and underbidders, let us know. $1,000 rise over the top, 868. You're going to need that next bid now. Paddle 22's back in now at 996. At $996,000. Paddle 868, where are we now? 996 the bid. What about the $1 million? It could be that psychological barrier for everyone else. So if you put it in the chat box, it might be the way to go. I saw the bid at 997, and then I see the bid at 999. That trumps that bid now. 868's back in front with 999 is the bid. Just another $1,000, and we reach that psychological barrier. Who's going to be the one to break through it and try to purchase here and now? At $999,000. Do I see $1 million? Paddle 2, paddle 22. Are we still in or out? Paddle 13, I know, is out. 2 and 22, I appeal to you now to see if you are in or out at this stage. Otherwise, we look to sell here and now just under $1 million at $999,000. Where do we go? Paddle 2, it's against you, and paddle 22. There we are, paddle 2, and welcome to the breakthrough of that barrier. And I see a half on top. And $22, we'll take that on top as well. Abby will adjust the screen in a short amount of time, but $1,005,000, 22 is the bid. $1 million, $522, the bid. Thank you, paddle 22, for throwing out the maths, but that's okay. I look towards that roundup bid now from paddle 868 or paddle 2. You can round it up from there. Screen will adjust in a moment or so, but the bid is $1 million, $522. Abby says, wait a second, because we only like to move in $1,000 bids. Don't even know if we've got the function for $22 on top. There we go. At $1 million, plus another 522 on top. Bidders, it's at this point, my suggestion is to round that up. $1 million, 522 is the bid. Otherwise, we call and look to sell. Paddle 22 in front, 868. I haven't seen you for a little moment or two now, wondering where that roundup bid's coming in. Otherwise, I look to start that call. Nearly there. I'm going to call 3 times and look to sell. Paddle 22's in front, $1 million, and then another $522 on top. First time in the call now, and we begin the countdown to sell. Bidders and buyers, your final moments and opportunity now. You're going to need to let me know if you're in or out. If you're in, you're going to need to place that bid in the chat box very quickly. If you're out, just place that you are out. The roundup bid is there. Abby will adjust the screen in a moment. It's $1 million plus $1,000. $1 million and $1,000 is the bid. Paddle 868 back in front. Screen will adjust in just a moment or two's time, but the $1,000 bid over $1 million is where we stand. To make it clear, it's on the screen. Now it is there. There we go. At $1 million and $1,000. Paddle 868 in front. Again, I'm in a position to call 3 times to sell if there's no better bid. Claire with paddle 22, I need to know are we in or out. My suggestion is the strong bids come in from here. I call 3 times to look towards selling now. Paddle 868, you're in front now. I call 3 times to sell. If there's no better bid, I'm giving ample time and opportunity to those that have been in the chat box to place your best bid. Let us know if you're done and out. But if I don't hear from you in enough time, I'm going to start the call towards selling now. Paddle 868, I call 3 times to sell. Here we go. First time in the call now, and we're selling. Urgency is afoot now. You're going to need to place that bid in the chat box or fear missing out and back to realestate.com. Second call now, and we're selling. Another $500 on top. I see you bid there, paddle 2 with a $500 bid on top. 868, it's against you. $1,1,500 is the bid. Up to you, paddle 868. Where do you go from here? Take the advice from those that are helping you here and now, against you now for your best bid, your strongest bid. The time has been passing. I'm suggesting that it's probably at that moment that the knockout bids start to come into play. $1,1,500 is the bid. Paddle 868. What do we do? Add another 1,000 to it. Good solid bid there with a $1,000 rise and call it 2,500 is the bid there. 1,000,000. 2,500 is the bid. Paddle 868 back in front. Paddle 2 up to you to respond from here. Haven't seen paddle 22 either. Just want to ask if paddle 22 is in or out at this stage. Are we done paddle 22? Is it just between paddle number 2 and paddle 868 at this stage? Need to know before I call 3 times to knock it down. At $1,2,500, paddle 2. You're going to need to be quick on the pulse now as I start that call to sell. First time in the call now, and we're selling. Second call now, and we are selling. Paddle number 2. Need to know we in. Round it up another 500. Take it to 3. There it is. 1,003,000 is the bid. Paddle 2 back in front with the 5 bid. I see the highest bid now with multiple bids coming on the screen now. The highest bid is $1,05,022, and that is the highest bid. There we go as the screen updates. Paddle 22 holds that bid. Paddle 868, we need a touch more to get you back in front. I see your bid just under that now, and touch more will get you back in front. A roundup or a strong bid from here. My suggestion, probably add another 4,000 and a little bit that to round it up to $1,010,000 might be the way to go. $1,05,022 is the bid. There's the roundup bid now to take it to the 6. So $1,006,000 is the bid. At $1,006,000 the bid, paddle 868 back in front. Again, I'm going to give you a moment or so to think about your decisions. Talk with family members who might be around you with your next bid and what you're willing to do. Have your keys punching in away there. Paddle 2, that's the way to do it. The 10,000 roundup bid there at 1,000,000, 10,000 is the bid. The $4,000 rise takes us to 10. At $1,010,000 is the bid. At 1,010,000 the bid. Paddle number 2 still strong and back in front now against 868 and 22. Just the 3 of you still in it now. At 1,010,000 is the bid. 15 or 20 would be the right way to go from here. At 1,010,000 is the bid though. Had $1,010,000. There's no other property like it in the market at the moment, I can assure you. And it only continues to rise. Do your best here, secure it with your best bid, and now's your time to throw your best bid forward, as we are right at that pointy end between 2 to 3 parties now. Had $1,010,000's the bid, and another $522 on top, just to continually make it tricky for our bidders and our people punching in the numbers there. Thank you, Claire and Paddle 22. $522 on top of that one. There we are. And a round-up bid, 868. I look towards you for some sanity for me. A good, strong round-up bid, probably the way to go from here. At $1,010,522 is the bid. Paddle 868, paddle number 2, I look towards you. There we are with a round-up bid again. Had $1,012,000 the bid. At $1,012,000's the bid, paddle 2 back in front. Paddle 22 and paddle 868, it's against you still. At $1,012,000 is the bid. Had $1,012,000. I'm not quite sure or certain that each party is done yet, so I will delay the call of calling it 3 times. I want to make sure that you've put forward your best offer here this evening. 600 in the rise there on top from paddle 22. $600 on top. At $1,012,600's the bid. It'll update. There it is. At $1,012,600's the bid. Against you, paddle 2 again at 868 if you wish. Against you as well. 3 parties still in it. Closing moments, I'm sure. 868, good strong bid. Rounded up. That's the way to go. At $1,015,000's the bid now. At $1,015,000 is the bid. Paddle 868 back in front and with us most of the way. At $1,015,000's the bid, paddle 22. What do you want to do from here? The psychological gameplay that's happening in the background there, I'm not sure of. But my suggestion is those round-up strong bids are probably going to be the way to buy the property here this evening. At $1,015,000, paddle 868 has that now. As I start to call 3 times in a moment or so again. Paddle 2, are you in or out? I need to know at this stage. Paddle 22, also need to know if you're in or out at this stage. Paddle 868 in front at $1,015,000. Getting ready to call 3 times to sell from here. Claire says wait as final decisions are made from one of our parties. Paddle number 2 asking you also if you are done, then let us know. Just punch in done in the chat box so we're aware that you're finished with your bidding here this evening. Paddle 22, likewise, if you're done and finished, just punch in done in the chat box just so we know. And I can begin the call and close the sale here. Paddle 868 in front now at $1,015,000. And I'm getting ready to call. Here we go. First time in the call now at $1,015,000, and we sell if there's no better bid. Second call now at $1,015,000. Paddle 2 sneaks in there at $1,000 rise to take us to $1,016,000. 868. Hopefully you're quick on the keyboard or you're ready with that next bid. Hit enter and fire away. Round us up to 20. What do you say? Paddle 2 back in front. 868. I await your bid. There it is at $1,020,000. The strong bid in the way to buy. At $1,020,000 from 868. We're back in front. Paddle 2 against you. Paddle 22 still against you. If there's any more in it, I haven't heard from you in a little while. Want to make sure you're still with us. Paddle 868 in front now at $1,020,000. And again, I get ready to call 3 times. Closing moments, paddle number 2. Where do we go from here? Do we follow suit? Do we throw a $5,000 rise on top and take us to 25? Paddle 2, it's against you. Paddle 22 is out. We thank you for your bidding, paddle 22. And Claire, again, will look towards finding you an adequate property in the near future. But at the moment, it's just between the 2 parties, as I can see. 868 and paddle 2 against you both. Just the 2 of you likely in it at this stage from what we can see and tell online. At $1,020,000, our highest bid. Paddle 2, are you finished and done with your bidding? I need to know before I start the count to sell. If you're not done, you need to throw that bid in now. At $1,020,000, we sell away. First time in the call now at $1,020,000, and 21 is the next bid. 1,000 on top. I see you bid there, paddle 2. Always leaving it to the last moment for the dramatics. Paddle 868, how do we respond? 21's the bid. Do we round it to 25? It's just the two of you in it now. 21 is the bid. Against you, paddle 868. Awaiting instructions from our staff and members online with those that are bidding tonight. Just the two of you likely in it at the moment is what I can see still. And $1,021,000 is the bid from paddle number 2 as I begin the countdown to call to sell to you. If there's no higher bid, 868, I haven't heard from you, so I'm going to start the count. I need to know if you're in or out at this point in time. Otherwise, I look to sell here. Paddle 2 in front at $1,021,000. Calling again for the first call. Second call. And 868 fires away with $1,023,000. A $2,000 rise, paddle 2. Where do we do? What do we go from there? Against you for another 1 if you like, or round up to 25 if you wish. At $1,023,000, paddle 868's back in front. Closing stages, I feel. 868, you're in front. $1,023,000. $1,024,000. $1,000 rise on top. $1,024,000 from paddle 2. 868, what do we do from here? $1,024,000 in the rise now. Against you for your bid. $1,025,000. There we go in 1,000s now. Hopefully, paddle 2, you're ready with your next bid. Hit enter. Paddle 868, get ready with your next bid as well, just in case. But paddle 2, against you now. $1,025,000 is the bid. Paddle 868's back in front. Just the two of you in it, going in $1,000 lots at the moment. Have your keyboards fast and ready with your next bids. $1,000 rises or better we take from here. $1,025,000's the bid. 868's in front. Paddle 2, what do we do? Are you still with us now or not? Need to know as we begin to call again at $1,025,000, $1,028,000, good bid. Chucking a few thousand on top, and we look to be done. Paddle 868, are you sure? Need to know 100% sure that it's paddle 868. Definitely done and dusted. Nick working on behalf and with that buyer. Want to make sure 100% sure. You can give me some visuals on the screen, Nick, because I can see you there. Are we definitely finished? Paddle 868, done and dusted. Paddle 2, it might be your property. I'll know in a moment or so, just in case, as Nick does the theatrical, we're out and done. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks we are at a conclusion here. All bidders and buyers, you've let us know that you're finished and done at this point in time. I want to make 100% sure, give you enough time on the keyboards and any delays with your Wi-Fi. Hopefully there are none. But we look to close the sale here now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure what that means, Nicholas. Is that a $2,000 rise? Are we taking it to $1,030,000? I want you to confirm.
Sorry, Courtney, there's been a change in heart. We want to put 2,000 more on it.
I will obviously let you do that, Nicholas, and bid at 868.
I will type in the full bid. I'll type in the full bid.
Thank you, paddle 868 and Nicholas working with our bidder there. There is a $2,000 rise, paddle number 2. Just need to let you know that paddle 868's back in front at $1,030,000 now, and it's now further to you, paddle number 2, to respond from there. 868's in front with $1,030,000. The change of heart, the $2,000 rise to round it up is there at $1,030,000. May it be or could it be the lucky bid? We'll know in a moment or so. Paddle 2, I look to you to respond in or out at this stage with a bid, or if you're done, I need to know. Otherwise, just like before, ready to count down and call to sell now at $1,030,000. Paddle 2, are we in or out? Need to know. $1,000 rise from there. Nicholas and paddle 868, what do we do again? Are we out, or is there another 2,000 in it? Need to know. I can see smiles on camera. I know that's that tension of being able to say yes and no at those moments in time. Definitely no is the signal I'm getting online.
I'm doing the out dance, Courtney. We're out.
100% done and dusted.
Thank you.
Cannot convince you to throw in a $500 bid or even a $22 bid, as it seems we've had a few of them this evening. But at $1,031,000, paddle number 2, you're in front, and I call 3 times to sell. If I don't see anything in the chat box or from Nicholas letting me know, then we are selling here and now at $1,031,000.
Wait a second, Courtney. I've got one last bid.
There we go. One last bid, it seems. Punch it in nice and fast, Nicholas. Paddle number 2, get ready with your next bid just in case you're willing to go that extra edge as well. $22 in front. Okay, I like the theatre there that's going on. Paddle 22, you can do the favor now of putting in that bid over the top, that roundup bid, to make sure that you secure it here and now. At $1,031,000 and $22 is the bid. Paddle 868, is back in front. I'll make that clear and give you time to throw in that bid now over the top if you wish and will. Paddle number 2, against you for your bid. Paddle 868's in front and buying it at this moment for that $22 on top, but it's still against you. Paddle number 2, what bid will you place now to put yourself back in front so we can call away? Otherwise, we call away in $22. I've never in my time sold an auction where a $22 bid was the winning bid, and I thought maybe not tonight either. There we are at a roundup bid now to round it to an even 100 at the back end of $1,031,000. So at $1,031,000, 100 is the bid. Abby will update the screen. There it is. And against you, 868, if there is any further rise or bid from you, I need to know again further in now. You've come back to us twice already and said that you're back in. So I just want to double check, Nicholas and Paddle 868, if there is anything left. Seriously, now is the time before I call to knock it down. First time in the call now. $1,031,000 and 100 is the bid. Paddle number 2. Second call now, and we sell away. Paddle 868, are you sure? Third and final call. All finished and done.
32.
32.
Yep.
I knew I should have ordered Uber Eats and had it delivered right next to me so we could continue on while this auction continued. 32, the roundup bid now. Nicholas will confirm in the chat box as well. Paddle 868 back at 32. There we are there. Screen's updated for you. Paddle number 2 against you again. $1,032,000 is the highest bid. Swings back to Paddle 868 now to be the purchaser, but it's still against you, Paddle 2. Your final opportunity again to retort. Where do you go from here? At $1,032,000 now. I'm ready to call again 3 times. Could it be the winning bid? I need to know. Paddle 2 in or out now as we start the call. First time in the call now, and we sell away to Paddle 868 if there's no better bid from here. Second call. Paddle number 2, I appeal to you now, your final moment as I call again $1,032,000 for the third and final call. All finished and done. Paddle number 2, are we in or out? Or do I knock it down and sell? I need to know. I'll wait a moment or so. Need to know your bid from here. Are you done? Finished? Is there any more left? $1,032,000 is the bid. I've got us on the third call now with our buyer, Paddle 868. Paddle number 2, I'm going to give you a few more seconds to let me know if you're going to bid from here or not. Otherwise, we look to knock down and sell. Giving you a moment or so. Wi-Fi, internet connection, perhaps. Again, I call 3 times, now ready to sell. $1,032,000. Paddle 868 has it. Paddle number 2, I'm going to take your silences that you may be out at this point in time. I need to stress the fact that once this hammer goes down on this contract, I cannot take a bid. If you put anything in the chat box, it will be sold. I need to stress that before we call it 3 times once more. At $1,032,500 is the bid from Paddle 2. $1,033,000. The half on top. Paddle 868 back in front. Paddle 2 back against you again. Do we see another half rise from here? $1,033,000 is back in front with Paddle 868. Rising like a phoenix from the ashes, Paddle 868 at $1,033,000. A half or more. Paddle number 2, what do we do? Give you a moment or so again before I start the countdown and call 3 times to sell. Giving you a moment or so as I watch the clock there. $1,033,000 is the bid. Paddle 868 back in front. Paddle number 2, is there another half in it or are we done and finished? Need to know now. $1,000 rise from there, 34. 868, what do we do from here? 34 is the bid. Nicholas working with our buyer there to see if there is any more or any further rise or bid from there. $1,034,000 is the bid. and a half on top. 34.5 is the bid. Paddle 2. Where do we go from here? Another further rise or round-up bid, perhaps. Looks like we need to do a little bit more to shake each other off this one. At 1,034,500 is the bid with paddle 868. Again, paddle 2 now appealing to you. There's a 500 bid above your bid before. Need to know now if you want to round it up another half or if you want to put a strong bid over the top to let 868 know that you're still here and ready to buy it. Call 3 times, ready to sell again. A minute or so has passed now as I look to call and sell. Paddle number 2, I stress that I cannot take any more time from here. 868, are you bidding over the top and calling at 35?
We certainly are.
There you go. That's how to buy. Why not? At 1,035,000's the bid just to cement your place and cement the property. I look to call 3 times. Paddle number 2, I stress you need to bid now. Otherwise, I call 3 times and knock it down. At 1,035,000, if I don't hear from you, we look to sell now. First call now at 1,035,000, 6.5 now. See your 1,500 on top there. Back at you, 868. What do you do from here now? 1,036,500 is the bid. Screen update in a moment or so. 1,500's the bid on top. 1,365,000. There's the bid now. 868 against you again. What do we do from here? 1,036,500's the bid. Definitely out again. We had this little discussion only about 5 or 10 minutes ago, so I need to make sure that that is the final bid and final chance that we've got here before I call 3 times and knock it down. Definitely done and dusted. Bit of a congratulations message to paddle number 2. Just wait till I knock it down and then we can call it from there. You never know in this circumstance, in this auction, 45 minutes that we've been online at the moment. At 1,036,500, we sell away paddle number 2. No better bid or offer for the first call now. And we're selling. Second call now. And we sell away. Third and final call, all finished, silent and done. Well, congratulations, paddle number 2. You've won this battle. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending another online auction. Congratulations, purchasers. And ladies and gentlemen, commiserations to our underbidders. We'll look to find you a property as soon as we possibly can. Otherwise, have a fantastic weekend and all the best from the team here at Ray White. Good evening.